Maybe.
My nigga is Allen.
You gotta get your headphones on.
Get to motherfucking D. Oh,
Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check.
what am I supposed to do?
Red solo talk. Red solo talk.
Is this shit obstructing my sound?
Red, of course it is.
Shit sounds weird, right?
Yeah, but it sounds like a serial killer.
Are you having a hard time?
Hell yeah. Dumb as hell.
I mean, I don't want to touch it with that water, but
Uh-oh. The folks coming.
Uh-oh.
You muted 4?
Yeah.
man
Good.
coming.
Look at you, man.
Is this thing on?
I'm fucking dying.
Hello.
Speak.
Hello.
Oh, he's 4.
Speak.
Hello.
Yeah.
right.
We cooking now. So then 3 is that's me. This nigga muted my mic. That's just motherfucking respectful, dog.
What you mean? I couldn't even get a word in there. I started as a mute.
We forgot to do the headphones.
Oh yeah. Headphone check, sound check, sound check.
Yes.
I ain't putting that mask on until I introduce the show.
Are we putting background music?
I can't because I'm airdropping. Unless you got your phone, you want to hook up to
The Bluetooth?
I got one. I got an extra phone.
No, I could do it.
This nigga got
I got my phone out.
it's just if some shit going down, I'm going to Ant or Tito. That's what we calling him.
I told you he was gonna fail right away.
Cut scene. No, I'm just kidding.
It's pregame. This is pre-show.
All right. Did you make me a bottle or?
Oh no, we don't. We might have to edit this.
Why?
This because it might be too long. While we're trying to figure this out. You have hand sanitizer?
I do.
What's going on here?
We need to get ice a much more efficient way.
Oh, come on, guys.
Shake it, yeah.
I know I can't be the smartest guy in the room.
I don't like water when I'm trying a whiskey.
True.
Who wants all that ice?
Nay. Not me. Not me.
Well, your wish was granted. You're still not the smartest in the world.
This fucking asshole.
Damn. Rip session.
Long as I'm in the top 3, baby. There's only 3 people here.
Actually, you're 4. Venom got 3.
Oh, snap.
This nigga's foul, B.
All right.
Be careful you make your partner.
Shit. All right, so I gotta get this to work.
You gonna play some tunes?
I want to.
Okay.
I'm just trying in real time to figure out how to connect it.
Uh-oh.
I connected it a long time ago on mine for the first time.
You're gonna DJ this thing. You should pop up.
It will.
Red solo
talk. Red solo talk. You hear us fine, Tito?
Yeah.
I gotta get used to calling this nigga Tito right now. It's just I've been calling this nigga a different name for like the last 5 years.
See, if you were in costume, you'd feel like an actor. Get it right away.
Exactly.
It's a good try.
All right. So how about we just start, and when I get disconnected, we'll get music. Because it's not going to play for y'all anyways.
All right, yeah, right. Copyright.
Stick it in the oxo, baby.
Yo. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Red Solo, a very special Red Solo Talk. This is a spooktacular Red Solo Talk. Pre-gaming Halloween.
Yeah.
Red
Solo Talk is with your boy,
Audio Jones. With my co-host,
Manny and Fuerte. And tonight we have a special guest. We got Fat Thor in the house.
Yee.
Hello. All the way from Asgard.
This nigga just fucked me up, for real.
How long
That was so good.
Was it something I said?
Damn. How long did it take to learn that?
Well, I was born about.
Okay,
Let's
so
stick to the topic.
while we were in the green room, you were talking about how you got into. By the way, we got Venom in the house.
Oh yeah.
Shout out.
He doesn't speak much.
Venom came along with Thor. So you were talking about how you got into it, and I was consciously kind of like not paying attention too much, so I can ask you again. So as an introduction to who you are, they've seen us, they've heard from us already. How did you get into the whole costume cosplay?
Cosplay, yeah.
Funny story, actually. As a kid, I couldn't celebrate Halloween. My parents are religious. Nothing wrong with that. I'm religious myself.
Sure.
And I mean, I didn't really care to know what the origin of Halloween was, I guess. I just like, dressing up and all that costume stuff. I've always been into superheroes. So I basically would try to sneak out to pretty much trick or treat when I was younger.
Right.
Yeah.
So because you were deprived in your youth, now you're indulging on the experience of dressing up and costumes. Because I would say a hobbyist, but at this point, I would say you're an enthusiast. Is that fair? Which is dope. Because anybody who does, when you do something at 100%, I appreciate it. Because that means you're like really into it. Like this shit is off the chain. I don't know if y'all know, this shit really is life size. Because you wear this.
Yeah. It came all the way from Brazil. I had it custom made.
Come on.
I'm in a group with a couple collectors. Shout out to Venom. Venom Volt. That's one of them. But,
okay.
Yeah, I met the guy through there and kind of just went the PayPal route after talking to him a few times, seeing his shop through camera, and 3 months later.
Was it like an Etsy thing or?
Well, it's kind of like an Etsy thing, but he does it straight through PayPal Goods, so you're protected. Yeah. Well, I don't know if that's copyright, but shout out to PayPal.
No, shout out PayPal. They've been holding my money for a month.
Hey.
As a new merchant, this fucking sucks. Really, I got on the call. I was like, yo, I need to get the money. They was like, yeah, after 6 months of transactions. I was like, yo, these merchant services are getting out of hand, man. Fucking crazy.
But this is Red Solo Talk, and it can't be Red Solo Talk without our Red Solo cups.
Hey.
Because every episode we try a new drink. It could be a cocktail, beer, liquor, whiskey, any type of spirit. And for this episode, special Halloween edition, we have a limited edition, The Sexton, the official Walking Dead single malt Irish whiskey. Custom label with blood drippings and writings.
My co-host goes in, man.
Yes. So
special edition. Walking Dead, Sexton.
Spoiler alert. It's the same whiskey as the regular Sexton.
It is?
What's limited edition is just the label.
Oh, so it's just...
But still, it's
still a nice piece, though.
It's a little inside or a little bit of backstory. We actually tried this on one of the episodes. We don't remember.
Yeah. Never will be shown episodes.
The Lost Tapes.
Yes. Maybe our 10-year anniversary.
We'll probably release them.
We'll
probably release the very... Bro, I went back into the files, and you see how that shit look. I was like, yo, we suck. But it was amazing. Look at the growth. Look what we got here. The lighting looks amazing. We got production value. We got a nigga here in a beard.
And accent.
Come on, the show keeps getting better, guys.
Yes, and this Sexton was patiently distilled in copper pot stills to create a precious elixir. The Sexton whiskey is a smooth and flavorful single malt. And I guess this must be for The Walking Dead, and you were familiar with the show. Have you seen Walking Dead?
Yeah, I'm actually caught up.
All right, so I don't know if any of this means anything, but it's human nature to come.
What, is human nature to come?
Oh.
What the fuck? I mean, it's true.
It's human nature to come together.
Oh, okay.
Life is always a test. Rick Grimes and Herschel.
Yeah, I love Herschel.
All right.
And Rick Grimes. There's a character.
So that's Maggie's dad.
This seems to be like a cohesive statement here.
The original Doctor.
Mm-hmm. We fight for our future. We don't fight for revenge. Daryl.
I love Daryl.
All right.
It's badass.
Surrounded by darkness, there are still flashes of light. Mickey? Michonne?
Oh, that's the black girl with the blade. You know what I mean?
Key and Peele. No. You know Key and Peele with the substitute teacher? I'm like, Mickety?
Balake.
Oh, Michonne.
Balake. Yeah, I think it's Michonne or something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Michonne.
It is
Michonne,
It's
yeah.
Michonne, yeah.
I'm like, Mickety?
Balake. Blake.
Aaron.
Aaron. Just, I guess
Shit. All right, let's get to tasting.
we're showing our nerdiness.
All right, which one's your couple ice?
I don't know which one did you
About to get a tasting here.
I got a question real quick before
Shoot.
I'll let my dog handle that beautiful, nice, exquisite sexton. So, have you ever heard of the Buffalo Club?
No.
No.
It sounds cool.
All right. I got to ask you, I mean, the initiation type, do you want to be in the Buffalo Club? I can't tell you the rules unless you agree.
Absolutely, I'm in.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I'll do anything
trust
once.
me?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Anything?
All right, so
No.
Oh,
No. This nigga's getting freaky.
It's Halloween. The freaks come out at night.
incredible. All right, so here's how it goes. What is your dominant hand? Let me ask you, Audio Jones.
I'm right-handed.
Right-handed, Caesar?
Left and right, depending on right-handed,
I
dominant, right-handed.
is right. Okay.
This guy.
I'm doing something. My bad.
So just a couple rules of the Buffalo Club. If you are holding a cup with your dominant hand and I yell Buffalo, you have to chug it. Doesn't matter what it is. It has to be alcoholic. I mean, that's the way I play it. Some people defer and use any drink. So if you got like a gallon of water, you're kind of...
You got to chug the whole thing?
Essentially, yeah. That's what they would do. But I mean, I don't play that extreme. I do
put it in my
alcohol.
left hand.
So there you go. So we're going to focus tonight. And the way we do is, I mean, there's only 3 of us, so we can keep the game going. But if there's more than 5 people, that's usually, well, from what I've heard, once you get buffaloed, by one person, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not trying to kill people now.
For the night.
For the night, yeah.
Okay.
So I buffalo you, he can buffalo you, but I can't do it again.
So that's the cue. It's buffalo.
Exactly. That's the word, buffalo. Now, if you have a cup, right,
What's your dominant hand?
right hand.
So we all have to hold it in our left.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. So here's another thing. If you have your drink here, if you have your drink, you have to make sure it's on a flat surface. And if you hold it, it's fine. As long as it's on the flat surface. If you're pouring, make sure the bottle touches that. Oh, shit. My bad.
All good.
Demonstration. But at least it's just water.
You can move the pole too if you need to get closer. If you
I
need to
appreciate
lean
it.
in.
Perfect. All right. Excuse me. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So welcome to the Buffalo Club.
okay.
Ooh. There's probably a bunch of buffaloes in the comments, but I just put it in my right hand. Y'all didn't notice.
What's your dominant hand again? You right?
Yeah.
All right.
So I switched.
We're all right.
All right. So wait. All right. So our red solo cups have Sexton single malt Irish whiskey, the official Walking Dead whiskey, special edition label.
Appropriate.
All right. Cheers. Happy Halloween, folks.
Eye contact.
Eye contact.
Eye contact. Eye contact.
Eye contact.
Respect.
Eye contact.
Seems like a delicious ale.
First sip don't count. It's just to rinse the palate.
Yeah, because I've been drinking tequila earlier.
All right. I like it.
It is pretty
It
good.
doesn't call back. You don't remember?
No.
Nah,
I don't remember, but
You drank a lot of things though.
yeah.
We drank drank quite a bit.
Tastes like
Indeed.
it tastes like it tastes like a refined Jack
He's
Daniels.
gonna have to talk like that the whole show. Because this shit is amazing.
It tastes like a refined Jack Daniels.
Okay.
I agree. I mean, it tastes more smoother than the single bear or the select.
Yeah.
Is that the one it is? The one that's like $50, $60.
Of Jack Daniels?
Yeah. It's
I don't
a
think
select
I've
barrel. I think it's a select barrel.
I don't think I've ever had that one.
It's pretty good, but I feel like the regular Jack Daniel, it still holds.
So now we know what Tito's bringing his next guest appearance.
Whatever you want. As long as it's whiskey, because I'm a whiskey guy.
Oh man.
So what are your thoughts?
It's not bad. I like it. Smooth. It doesn't kick back up like
Yeah.
Hennessy does. Oof. Gives me a kick.
I like it. I had like my bourbon season, like moment, like era. Well, I was just all about bourbons. This I'm kind of going back. I started drinking Jameson again and shit like that. So as far as Irish whiskey, it's pretty good.
Do you recall tasting this in a previous episode?
No.
Oh, okay.
I know he did.
All right, so here's a fun part. Guess the price. Guess the price with the guest of honor first. So guess the price. Top, middle, bottom shelf. What price? What's your...
I would call it mid-shelf, and I compare it to like a Grey Goose if we're going to, compare it. I mean,
So,
totally different,
What's the dollar
obviously.
amount?
This bottle, I'm going to go ahead and say from 40 to 45 range. That's mine.
I'm also going to say mid-shelf, but I'm going to say $36. Looking at me.
All right, so ordering it online, shipping, all the delivery fees, everything.
Wait. If I go to a liquor store to buy this, but let's go to the retail
$32
price.
with all that. Retail is
Oh.
$27.
What?
Wow, that's not bad.
So,
Oh, man.
good job, Sexton.
Good job.
Okay.
That's a hell of a deal.
Impressive.
$32 and it came to your doorstep?
That's back to back. Listen, I brought back to back bang for your buck bottles.
You did.
Brugal 1888, and now the Sexton Walking Dead edition. Well, it's the same as the regular Sexton.
And they dropped that shit. I didn't know you. Yeah, you know what? They can. You ever heard of Drizzly?
Buffalo.
Oh! Son of a bitch. This
Bottoms up.
dog, we only 16 minutes in. And we probably did the intro around fucking 9 minutes, bro. You was waiting for that.
You know, what happened was I almost put it in my hand, and I caught myself mid-transition, and I looked over, and I was like, we did it. Halloween, spooky season.
I have to chug it?
I mean, we'll give you
Let's
two
see how
chugs.
much-
We'll give you two chugs.
Let's see how much
2-3 chugs. I mean, you're good.
All right, just take like 3 gulps.
Yeah, you don't have to
I'm
chug
gonna
it to the
die
head,
in
bro.
10 minutes.
Give him some water.
Give him some water. Give him some milk.
Yeah, that's so gangster. The like fog coming off the cup. All right, that's good. You don't have to chug the whole thing. Oh.
And that is initiation. Initiated.
Damn.
Buffalo Club. You niggas better not put that shit in your right hand, nigga. I'm gonna nail you to the cross.
Oh, absolutely. I will definitely be very careful because I ain't doing that.
I'll be watching
right.
you, bro. I'll be watching you.
All right, topics.
About to sit
Topics.
Oh, yes. So Halloween.
Halloween is coming Monday.
Talk it off.
Wow, that was intense.
Yes, to date the episode, Monday is Halloween. And so one of the main topics that we want to touch on this lovely Hialeah evening.
Oh, this nigga just gave away our whereabouts.
Oh, snap.
Are we really in Hialeah?
You know, this is Miami Lakes, but the postal.
Now who gave up our spot? Thank you.
It does say Hialeah on the GPS, though. I'm not going to lie. So you're in that between, that crossroad.
the real Miami, baby.
But very popular this October, Halloween 2022. Very popular right now is the Netflix series Dahmer Monster, the
Yes.
Jeffrey Dahmer story
100%.
on Netflix. So we all watch. How many episodes did you watch, Tito?
I believe I got 4, maybe 5. I'm around that range. I didn't finish it.
I'm a binge watcher. It'll take me a day or two to watch everything.
Nice.
So, yeah.
I watched the majority of them today. Between yesterday and today.
Okay.
But you were familiar with Jeffrey Dahmer story from before.
Historically.
I heard of him, but I didn't know exactly why. I knew he's a killer. I didn't know about, I'll just say something, the cannibalistic part. That was just blew my freaking mind.
He was eating penises.
What was your knowledge of Jeffrey Dahmer?
I don't know if that's
You had knowledge.
so I'm a little morbid. Like I know about probably 80 to 90% of all serial killers because they fascinate me.
So now that you're full of fuel, we'll go in order this way.
Let's go.
I'm sweating, man.
What are your overall thoughts on Dahmer?
So it's depending on the context. If you're talking about cinematically, how they shot it, the acting. I don't know the name of the lead actor. I've seen him in. He plays a Quicksilver.
Evan Peters, I think is his
something
name.
like that. Some pretty white. He plays Quicksilver in Marvel. I know that. The good one in X-Men, not the other Quicksilver, Wanda's
Yeah.
brother. I
Gotcha.
don't care for that one. This version, this guy nailed it. As an actor, he nailed it. That shit was so good. It's a little bit. I'm conflicted because I can appreciate it from an artistic standpoint.
Yeah.
But I can also kind of feel away because I don't. It's probably gonna rehash trauma for the real victims and real families that are involved with it. So I get that point. But as a piece of art, and I know people are gonna kill me. And they go like, "How can you call that art?" And I was like, "Well, it was shot cinematically. There was some acting going on."
No, it was great. I mean, it was kind of like that shit. You were there, bro. I mean, that's what I felt. I was just like, this man's
It's
nuts.
really good. Like
It is good. I mean, a great story. I mean, you want to cut. The thing with Hollywood, I mean, whatever. I'm not trying to get on no woke,
no
but
PC
real
shit,
quick,
no PC.
real quick.
You can say whatever you want.
Say what you want to say.
No, but seriously, it's
Getting
like I
canceled
feel like
It's Red Solo talk.
they're trying to give you
Not Red Solo. I'm sorry.
That's cool. It's cool. They're trying to give you like, all right, how let's sympathize for this guy. This guy has abandonment issues. He did this. He did that. Yeah, they showed the fucked up things he did in most of it, but they showed small clips of it.
Yeah.
And I noticed that, which is cool, for cinematic drama. It kind of keeps you like, oh my god,
and from what I understand, a lot of that was true.
Exactly.
Right. So, we're gonna tell the truth. Then tell the truth.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. But that's what they're saying. Like they're making more. I mean, that's how you sell a Hollywood story. Is all right. Now we have to grasp and understand why
It's dramatized.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but quick tangent: is serial killers, is that innate? Or is it nature nurture? It's kind of what I saw there, because I saw that and I was like, damn, was it nature or was it nurture?
I think with everything else in life, it's both.
Because it could be.
Well, you become a product of your environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What you hang out with, most of your life, you're going to acquire, whether you wanted to or not. Like your subconscious is going to, whatever you do, because I chill with you so much, it's going to become a niche to me. And if we separate ourselves, it might actually impose on me. I mean, I saw that in a study. I don't know who, but
sounds fucking good. Yes, it sounds good though.
But one of the things that I was going to touch on was how a serial killer is kind of like the opposite of hitting the lottery. So, in the universe, Newton's law, equal and opposite.
Because they don't know.
Equal and opposite. One of Newton's laws is, equal and opposite forces, right? Every force has equal opposite force. So when you think of playing the lottery and you think of the statistics of your chances of winning the lottery, it's virtually impossible. It should be impossible to win the lottery. Yet people win the lottery.
Yeah, people still
win, right?
Of course.
So for every positive, so you have this positive amount of luck, you need a negative amount of luck to balance it out. And what do you get? You get the lottery of nature versus nurture in a negative way. And that is what I think leads to serial killer. Because when I'm watching the Dahmer series and I'm thinking about all the knowledge I have of the case separate, like of the actual true crime, it seems like everything happened perfectly. That had to happen perfectly.
Yeah.
In order for him to be able to do what he did. So from the hernia surgery he needed, to the head injury he had, to his dad being the profession the dad had to teach him the things that he learned.
Oh yeah, of course. That has a lot to do with it.
And you go down the list. Yeah. So
think about it. A product of what you're around. So if you're used to abuse and your mom, the way she was treated and all the trauma that he went to, I understand. And then all you're used to is opening that makes you feel good, is opening animals and look at their things. Next thing you know, he I'm not saying it's okay by any means, but he developed such an obsession with it that now he was attracted, a necrophilia.
That's the nature. That's the nurture part.
No, that's the nature part.
Nature.
The nature part was that his brain was wired to not be attracted to women, but to be gay and have his brain further warped past gay into necrophilia. And because it's all the same. It's all the same.
Gay people like to have sex with dead people.
No, I'm saying, but just
I'm fucking with you.
No. All
Charlie, every episode I'm just gonna try
all
to get this
sexual attraction that does not produce
it's
babies
a joke, my people.
Is a biological mistake.
Say it again.
All sexual preferences that do not lead to the production of babies is a biological mistake. Some are social.
No, you gotta let that sink in, and you don't get to But when we say mistake,
biological mistake.
we're talking about scientific.
The nature, biological.
That makes sense.
Now, when the nurture comes in, there are things that are biological mistakes that we accept as a society. We accept if you're allergic to peanut butter. We accept if you're missing a finger. We accept if instead of liking the opposite sex to produce for mankind, you like the same sex. Those are things we accept. You see, but we don't accept if your brain is wired to like children. If your brain is wired to like children, well, they're trying to make it acceptable. Some people on the political spectrum are trying to make it.
Put a name on it.
There are people on the left that want to normalize pedophilia and make it more acceptable by society. But that's like a friend. That's like a crazy people.
Vote right.
Not the average person.
Yeah. Vote right.
But
you were building. You was cooking. You actually got your talking head moment already. So fast. It's a guy.
No, but shit, I forgot where I was going with that. What was I trying to say?
Yeah, the chug is already fucking me up. I'm not gonna lie.
You were talking about making pedophilia okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we were getting at.
Okay, yeah. So
and wait, the wired
nature,
difference.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you have all every time we hang out and we have these long conversations.
Oh, yeah. The ciphers,
he
I call
always does this. He always brings us back. He remembers. He calculates. Goes back like.
I appreciate it.
That's
Now you gotta say it with the damn Thor accent.
I appreciate this. Another.
Oh yes. You see, as Thor, you could command the thunder.
Sing it. Look.
As Thor, you could command the thunder.
Come on. It doesn't get better than this.
All the way from Asgard.
I promise you, they gonna watch this episode.
Are you worthy?
I'm dead. I'm fucking dead. I'm dead.
Hey, thanks for having me out here, boys. I appreciate y'all. And all the Avengers do too.
Sorry to the victims' families. We're not trying to make fun of Dahmer's.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. This is just talk, man.
Okay.
Just talk. I apologize, Stormbreaker.
What effect is this? I was like, what the fuck is this nigga pressing?
I am the real Thor.
It's just okay.
I almost fainted.
It's Halloween. We're having some fun, guys.
Let's go.
But we do want to say we understand the outrage or at least the pushback on the continuation because there have been other Dahmer
impersonators.
No,
Not impersonators.
there have been other unfortunate.
movies.
There have been other unfortunate winners of the negative lottery. Ed Gein, they talk about in the series.
Ed Gein.
I'm sorry. They talk about
I studied all
in the series. John Wayne Gacy.
They
They talk about in the series. There's Ted Bundy.
They all freaky niggas. Man.
I forgot the name of the Route 66 truck killer. The routes that he used to go truck stop and pick up prostitutes because you know what are they called? Lot lizards. He would pick up the lot lizards, and yeah. So you know
This nigga's gonna deep dive all the time. It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah. So I've acquired knowledge along the way.
Along the way.
That's why we could talk for days.
Yeah,
That's what I was
exactly.
saying. This
A half-hour visit usually turns to 3 hours.
Oh, of course.
Easily.
This whole thing was predicated on the fact that every time me and this nigga would talk, we talked in your parking lot.
Oh,
How long we were there?
Enough to get in trouble with the law.
no.
That's when he saw my trauma.
Yeah.
And I was like, the police officer, he was off duty. He probably wasn't even, that wasn't even his jurisdiction. Was he Pembroke Pines?
I don't remember.
Yeah.
If it was Miami, then it was the guy that used to live there.
It was a dude in the other parking lot by the
Really?
lake.
Huh.
Yeah. It was a police officer. And he was like,
He had the SUV. Yeah, he lived there.
Yeah. And he was asking, he's like, do y'all know when they gonna fix or something with the association or the community?
Yeah.
And I literally was just like, we ain't did nothing.
No. Audio's like, no, we don't even live here. And we were both talking about how there was a COVID curfew, so we were technically not allowed to be out.
I think he was trying to say something though.
And
He was like, why y'all here?
and then because the golf cart guy came around. Yeah. But my thing is you don't volunteer information.
You try to throw their scent off.
No, yeah. You just
evaded.
kill them with kindness.
That's it,
You kill them with kindness until it goes
Keep
away.
it moving.
I'm not scared of police anymore.
And you're not racist against white people anymore. I cured you of that.
Oh shit!
Nah, it's true.
You were Kanye West. Yay. You were yay.
Bush don't like black people.
You were current. No.
Doesn't care about black people. That's what he said.
Bush
Yay.
doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't care about.
We were supposed to start with Ye.
And then Dahmer.
Yeah, I think so. Hey,
That's all right.
moderator.
So yeah, so yes,
Sorry.
Ye,
CBD,
formerly
man.
artist formerly known as Kanye West.
But we can't even talk about that because that nigga went and did a whole bunch of other shit. He does it again. We were gonna talk about his interview,
Drink Champs.
and then he went after that.
What did he do after that?
Huh?
What did he do after that?
Oh, he's been on a press run. I've seen him on the most obscure YouTube channels because they canceled this nigga for real. Like he is
Allegedly, the lawyer
Adidas,
quit.
Def Jam. They let go of good music.
Balenciaga.
They canceled when he showed up on this YouTube channel had a podcast where he was talking to people about lizard people, like the lizard people that live.
You
on
gotta
Earth.
send me these links.
Bro. I be watching. I be like, wow, he's there.
But here's
now?
the thing. Whenever I listen to Ye, I don't do clips. I only listen to the full 2 hour.
You have to
2.5, 3 hours. And when I listen to the full 2.5, 3 hours, all Ye speaking is facts. There's nothing to disagree. There is nothing for now. If you only watch clips and you're listening to what, the majority of mainstream media is telling you to believe about what he's saying, I could see you getting upset. But I cannot see somebody listening to the full 2.5, 3 hour version and still getting upset.
Yeah.
Because when I listen to the full 2-3 hours, all he's doing is making sense and speaking facts.
So let's allude to the elephant in the room. Why everybody's up in arms. The Jewish statement.
What was the statement?
I'll let you tell it. Because I know
I don't know what the statement was. It was something about DEFCON 3 or something.
Well, no.
That was a tweet.
It's some statements he made on. Oh yeah. DEFCON 3 and shooting schools, but he pointed at a particular group and I think so let me get into this space. Let me try to understand because I think Kanye doesn't like Jewish people. No, I don't think that he's like, I don't like Jews. He's not Hitler. I think he has a trouble because how his brain, how creative he is, he can't articulate. He's not like T.I. T.I. is really good at articulating.
He articulates in like...
Well, because of how many ideas rush to the top.
He does not articulate well if you watch the clips, but if you watch the full conversation...
No,
I don't understand.
There's sometimes he'll speak in ways that doesn't have enough depth for the average person
who
that doesn't have
already
access to information.
That makes sense.
He talks as if we all have the same access, but it's like we don't.
But it's possible that I have similar knowledge that he's coming to the table with. So when he's saying these kind of conclusions almost. Without sharing the underlying data,
and the
context, but because I've already exposed myself to that context and data, I understand his conclusions.
Majority of people aren't you. You study things frivolously. You just go off and be like, I wonder, So, but most people are lazy.
Yeah,
they're gonna operate from emotion, and they're going to react because, of course, my feelings got hurt in the process, but. Before I throw the baby out with the bathwater, I want to understand. All right, you're talking from this is a billionaire. Mm-hmm. You're talking from a context that I don't understand. There's things you're seeing that I'm not seeing. There's rooms you're in that I don't know what the conversations are. Because as much as we want to impose that right is right and wrong is wrong, sometimes it's gray area, and we have to.
Of course,
we have to appeal to the fact that maybe what he's saying is going on deaf ears because
I hear you, Ye.
It's a lot of poor people. Because with money comes
and I do tell people I'm a rich man stuck in a poor man's body.
You're a transvestite.
But-
what would you call that? That's a trans.
Trans
Transnation.
I don't know. But Tito, you had access to these topics, so you knew we were going to talk about Ye. Leading up from then until now, have you been following? What are your thoughts on the whole Ye controversy?
I mean, I didn't really touch too much on it, but I did see a little bit of the interview, and I saw another video of a Jewish young man that is actually Jewish Palestinian, and he was actually defending Kanye. It was crazy. He was actually saying that he was not saying anti-Semitic things. He was saying that I wish my people on Friday, like your people would, you would see your family and actually, spend time with each other, doing, what is it called? Dios mío, I can't believe I can't remember it. Shabbat?
Shabbat. Yeah, Shabbat.
Yeah, so from Friday, at night, they can't use any electronics.
Yeah.
And,
I used to work for
just,
a Jewish
so did I.
record label. And
not record label, excuse me. I didn't do that.
No, they own all of them.
Yeah.
I would.
So when you said that is true.
But what he's saying is right, because
Kanye said that.
I didn't get paid. If I didn't get my check, because I would get a stifle.
Yeah.
Or stiple. I don't know if I'm saying it right. But I would get a weekly. If I didn't get it before sundown, I wouldn't get into the Monday because of the religion. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So you do have access to some information being from the same music industry.
I didn't say I disagreed, but I also didn't say I agreed.
You're scared of the vocal minority to say your true feelings of how you do agree with Kanye.
I think
because what you said is true, in my opinion. Because he even said himself, Ye said, "Oh, I'm jealous of the Jewish people because
it's the same way David Chappelle was like when he does his special, and he was like, it's not that I'm jealous of how well the gay movement did it in short amount of time versus the black.
We should probably tell them what Ye is saying.
Okay.
About Jewish people. I don't think we covered that.
Jewish people are saying, he said, so in there, he was saying basically, I don't mean to interrupt you, Caesar.
No, go. You're the guest.
Well, sir.
You hold the floor, my guy.
No, but he was basically saying, from the Jewish point, the Jewish young guy with the Palestinian, mix, he's like basically saying that, he was saying, we unite us together, and in the Jewish community, we give 10%, for the people that are in our church, for them to start a business, and then, they contribute. So it's like a very, I knew this because I went to school, in a very Jewish community. So
bring your
should I get in there? Oh,
yeah.
Down. Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. You hear the difference? You hear the difference in the headphones?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you want to
be about to say some shit.
Yeah, I appreciate it. No, but I grew up in a Jewish Hollywood Hills, to be more specific. Just put it on the map. Yes. So
Hollywood.
Yeah, baby. So, I understood, how, how strong they had more kinship. There was not only, that they were all rich. No, it's just that they were better off. Even the ones that didn't have that much money, they were better off than, the kids that dude, I'd see kids in school wearing the same pants 3 days in a row, bro.
Yeah.
I understood the struggle. Me, I lost a book bag full of clothes because I only had a couple clothes, in middle school, my parents, it was 4 of us, so
yeah,
we did what we had to do. And I lost that book bag. I had all my outfits in there. So for the whole Christmas, until Christmas came around and I got clothes, I had to wear the same pants, bro. That and a change of khakis. That's all I had. Yeah. Long pants and a khakis, bro. Yeah. Until Christmas came around. It was crazy.
You ever did Hanukkah?
Huh?
You ever did Hanukkah?
Never celebrated it, but I was in the community, so I see when they do it, they have a really nice dinner.
They're very. What I like about Jewish people, they adhere to their culture, right? Like,
they're traditional, very traditional
people. I dated a Jewish girl, Skeet. You know who you are. No, I did. I didn't date her. We were talking, and then she was
what base?
It was a long distance relationship, and then
so not even first base.
Did we ever kiss on? No, I'm a sapiosexual, so it's like she was feeding my mind, and then so she said this one statement to me. She was like, "Yeah, if we have kids, they will be Jewish." And at that time, I was just like, I was Christian, so I was just like, Nah, but not because I have anything against that faith. It's just like naturally,
it's your kids. Yeah, I mean, you want your
like,
kids
to
have
live my
yours.
faith.
Absolutely. I agree.
So
it happens.
I knew that it probably wasn't going to work out. But they're that devoted to their traditions.
Because I hear a lot of stories of people becoming Jewish to marry into a Jewish family.
Right. Typically,
whereas
right.
Other religions, they just let you. Okay, you're not what I am, but we're still get married.
Right. You could be
the Jews. They don't.
Or you, but the Jews,
you have to fully commit.
You got to get in. You got to be accepted into the mafia.
But here's the thing, the Jewish tribe.
I didn't mean mafia. There was a Jewish mafia though. They don't talk about the Jewish mafia. They ain't scary. They ain't the scary people. They tough now.
What Ye is saying that to me makes sense is that the Jewish tribe, as like an ancient tribe, the Jewish tribe,
Hebrew Israelite. So I have a lot of context into what he's talking about.
Yeah,
I'm gonna let you finish, but
okay, Ye.
I'm gonna let you finish. Oh shit! Don't cancel me. Oh shit! But yeah, what he's referring to is in the Black conscious community of the Dominicans are lost tribe.
No, but even Zionists.
Okay.
Even the Jews of Israel.
Yeah.
Even their backstory.
Yeah.
Is still a story of a tribe of people that have been through a lot of crazy shit over a lot of years. So it makes sense that they've built up and survived this long, survival of the fittest, evolution. It makes sense that they're going to be superior when it comes to, as a tribe, when it comes to power and influence.
Is being Jew a religion or culture?
It's
culture.
It's a religion. No, it's a religion.
Yeah. But I mean,
it is culture
because Vlad is a Jew, but he's atheist.
Yeah. So then, because you have Jew is one of those things that's is an ethnicity and a religion.
He's probably an Israeli Jew. I mean, they consider themselves Jewish. They're from Israel,
Russia.
You know how Australia is a country and a continent?
Vlad.
Oh.
You know how Australia
might be Russian or something, like Ukrainian or something.
You know how Australia is a continent and a country?
Yeah. Okay, I like
that. So being a Jew, it could be an ethnicity or a religion.
True, I agree.
Quick tangent. Gonna throw this in the mix. I'm the wild card. DeSantis says we should not be teaching people.
No, you want to be close to the mic.
Gotcha. Nah.
DeSantis says we shouldn't be teaching kids that America, we stole land from America. So I don't want him to.
We conquered land.
All right. So okay. Because I don't want to distort history because I'm a historian. We took some land.
Yeah. Everyone took land.
But also
everyone took land. But the difference is that the Israelis, the Jews, they stay together.
Okay.
Through all kinds of crazy
not going on the tangent.
Wars. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
That's not fucking with you. All right, yeah. So, Kanye's statements on Jews, I think, they're missing the context.
Yes.
What it sounds like is anti-Semitic. But let's put some things on the table. Jews tend to be the ones that, I'm scared to say this. They run the music labels. They run the financial institutions. They're in politics. It's not so much that I think it's because you're Jew, you're going to press down on the people. It's just that they tend to be. It's kind of when everybody be like, black people and we was the original people, and I'd be like, what does that matter when the white man came over here and sold y'all niggas some rifles and y'all took the deal? You know what I'm saying? It's like there's a superior, I won't say superior.
It's earned through history of sticking together and being such a strong network of people.
Culture. traditions.
keeping their culture so strong, making the right decisions, having luck.
See how we tied it back in?
Over all these years, if you research pogroms and the shit that the Jews have been through all from the beginning of their people, whatever, they are the survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And so it makes sense that you have Jews all over the world being Jewish in the. He's not even talking about the religious Jews. He is talking about cultural Jews.
Cultural Jews.
Yes,
right.
and being a cultural Jew doesn't award you any superpower. The same way how being black or being Hispanic or being white.
But it gives you a network.
It gives you a network of people that have been through shit and survived things to a degree that no other tribe on earth currently together as a culture exists. Because they are the superior culture of survival.
Christianity is derived from Judaism.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yep.
The Old Testament,
New Testament.
exactly.
So when he's saying what he's saying,
So he's saying what he's saying just because of the it happens to be
foundation. That's what it is.
No, it happens to be the Jewish culture, the Jewish people that survive long enough to be the alpha tribe.
Yeah.
So with being the alpha tribe, they have a lot of power and influence, and because they're still human, not because they're Jewish, but because they're human, similar to Dahmer, you have
talking head moment.
bad apples.
Bad actors.
So
Yeah.
exactly. So, but because they're the ones in power, they get to exercise that power in a positive way and in a negative way. And succumb to all the negative things, and they happen to be
the label he was on
because they have that power. It's true that they're
the people that I'm in bed with. So he gets to
and
this
they
place,
control American politics.
That's nurture.
They control American politics stronger than I'm comfortable with because they're not America first. They're Israel first.
Right.
But they use America for that. The Jews that are in politics.
I like you put a name on it.
Because you have Jews that are in other stuff. You have Jews that are into cosplay and into podcasting and into engineering and into swimming.
You have but we're not talking about the Jews that don't got power.
No, it's because they are the most successful culture.
They are.
So
besides China.
Nah, I mean that's now we're
China's,
now we have to argue what it means to be successful because China's kind of. But I would say they're a good second place.
Oh, so the Jews is one.
Yeah. As far as power in America, they're such a small group, but they control a lot of shit that when you think about it, it's kind of crazy. Yeah. You know how the Jews took the land they took from Palestine is wild. Like when you look at the origin of the war, of the Israel-Palestine war.
Historically.
Yeah. So, and they were able to manipulate using their network into American politics. They were able to manipulate American politics to not care about America's interests and to care more about Israel's interest. And
Thor, what's our third topic?
And help Israel against Palestine. They were able to influence America into making decisions.
Say what?
No, you're right, and it actually ties into the history of the violence. Like it just
history of violence.
Oh yes,
because we had a long list of topics, but we're already like an hour in. I'm like, we do such a bad job.
No, we got 2 hours, so we're good.
Yeah, let's go. History of art. I agree.
Oh, okay. Let me.
Closing.
I'm sorry.
Closing.
My apologies. I forgot. This is a production. Like I need to be concise. So the point is, the Jews earn their power, yet they are the ones in power. And Ye recognizes that there is a bias. We all have a bias. If it was a bunch of Dominicans that had all this influence, I would have a leg up against these guys because I'm Dominican.
Best price on.
So what Ye recognizes is that. If Jews are the top alpha culture, alpha tribe, blacks are the runt tribe. Blacks are at the bottom of the totem pole. Blacks are at the bottom of the totem pole in every measuring the in every
hierarchy
metric, every metric.
Every metric, and that's why I need.
And so Ye wants to copy that model. We, instead of us being the workforce of the Alpha tribe,
you got your
let us as a runt tribe work together.
Tell that shit. Tell them what we need to do. Black people.
I'm saying this is what Ye is saying. I'm not saying shit. I'm just trying to explain what Ye.
Let's get our shit together because let me tell you, we need to move together.
I'm reiterating Ye's point of view. Ye's point of view is the Alpha tribe. They build each other up as in the network, and the Runt tribe is the workforce of the Alpha tribe.
But black people don't
keeping them and helping them achieve their results.
Of course,
we as the Runt tribe need to start breaking away and building our own tribe up to Alpha status.
But
that's what he's saying, and I don't see a disagreement there.
But right. 100%. I agree with you 100%. I think you spot on. I think you laid that shit down effectively. But now you don't woke up. You don't woke up the woke side of me in terms of my black people. We lost culture when we came to America. We now have to define our own culture. Black people got to come together and say, this is our culture, like the Jews do, like the Asians do, like the Cubans do.
Oh, the Cubans.
I mean, the Cubans do the same thing. Them boys get together.
And that's all Ye's point.
Yeah. It's just like, as black people, we don't do that shit. We all we want to do is cheat our way to the top.
We are all human, and we should all strive.
I mean, you can't say that general portion, but in a sense, you want to say you want more unity. More unity than anything. Like, instead of, trying to go against each other.
Well,
because, I mean, there's a lot of successful ones that actually do help.
I love, trust, when my black leaders, niggas won't even fuck with me because they'll be like, oh, you're a racist. I'm like, nah, because we telling y'all this shit, this is not how this, I'm telling you, you falling into the trap.
But that's what Ye's point is, where the Jewish media, because the media happens to be owned by Jews, they control the fact that the most successful black people
don't get heard from.
They don't get heard from, or if they do get heard from, they're get heard from an out of context negative light. That's unfair.
And they want to shit.
Exactly. So then you have Candace Owens. People, I hate Candace Owens, and they don't know why. Larry Elder is the white face.
I love Larry Elder.
Larry Elder is the black face of white supremacy, but they can't explain why.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give y'all some shit right now. Uncle Tom wasn't the bad guy. Go look it up. Go look it up. He wasn't the bad guy. So when you call a nigga Uncle Tom, go look it up. Just know what you're talking about, because most of y'all niggas is talking from ignorance. You got me woke up.
You missed a buffalo, so I'm glad you woken up. Mm-hmm. I gotta say,
see, y'all fucked me up. See, that's why I don't fuck with niggas no more.
Don't say that.
All right, so
I saw Venom, bro. He moved in us, bro.
And Ye's concern is that if black people and as the black culture does not step their game up, they're going to continue having a history that is just full of violence.
Fourth and fifth place. Segue. He's right, because co-host helping me. They're going
to be stuck with a history of violence.
History of violence.
And we do not want the black tribe to just be known for a history of violence. Because we all have history of violences.
And I want all you gangster niggas, be gangster, but be gangster for a good purpose, man. Stop all that. We got to stop killing each other. That shit's stupid.
History of violence.
That shit lame.
In honor of Halloween, in honor of Dahmer, this is actually my idea, so I'll explain it.
Yeah.
I had the idea of
I want to say in dishonor of that piece of shit. I'm just about to say that because that.
I'm sorry. I didn't.
Right.
No.
You're right.
No. I did not mean in honor of Dahmer.
I know what you meant.
No, I didn't mean the person. I meant the series.
Okay,
that's what it was. I didn't mean in honor of the individual.
And it's Halloween.
And
that kind of
the nigga dead, so we can't.
And Jason,
he got no power over us anyway.
He died. He the way he died.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was really crazy.
Yo, the way he died. So his first victim, he kills with a piece of like a barbell from his weight room,
from a hitchhiker that he picked up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
And,
that was the first.
and that's one thing. If you only know Dahmer from the show, what you don't know is that he fantasized about kidnapping a hitchhiker.
a jogger.
Yeah, and he found
jogger.
the song.
No, a hitchhiker.
No. It was a jogger.
Well, in the show, it was a jogger. I don't know if it was for real.
No, it's real.
What's real is
He fantasized about a jogger that was coming around.
but that was a real jogger.
Yeah.
And then he hid to.
It was a baseball bat.
He hid to attack him, but the jogger didn't show up that day. In the show, he chickens out.
Okay.
But in real life, the jogger didn't show up that day. So to imagine being that jogger. But what I'm not. The jogger was a real person.
Yeah.
I'm saying separate from that. A lot of people don't know that for 3 years, Dahmer fantasized and dreamt of getting a hitchhiker and taking him home and holding him hostage. And then all of a sudden he's driving one day on his way home from the mall or whatever, and he sees a hitchhiker with a very physically attractive body to him hitchhiking. Like his fantasy that he's been thinking about and dreaming about for 3 years, literally
Came to life.
being given to him by the heavens.
He's a freaky dude.
Yeah, and he kills him with weight room equipment.
Yeah,
And then he dies at the hands of weight room equipment in the prison.
exactly.
Exactly how he committed his first murder.
Are you claiming karma?
I'm claiming.
At least
irony.
Irony. Yeah,
I am
irony.
claiming that there must be some type of scientific
Like
universal.
God has a comedic.
Yeah, like humor. Humor.
I mean, it's definitely karma. I wouldn't call it comedy. I mean, it's just like
everything that exists
you
on
deserve
Earth.
it.
Everything that exists on Earth exists in natural ways.
In parallel?
You mean? In parallel. So for us to have humor the way we have humor, there must be some type of natural humor that happens. And yes, the whole thing with like Jeffrey Dahmer being baptized the same day that Wayne Gacy was murdered at the end of the series. How they show how he was. Yeah, so a lot of those coincidences.
It's almost like it's
The brothers. So he one of his victims.
Oh, the older brother. I remember.
Yeah, the older brother.
Pictures.
So Dahmer had a victim of sexual assault that was able to run away.
Oh yeah,
He was able to run away and survive. And Jeffrey Dahmer went to prison for a little bit of time or jail for a little bit of time. But the judge gave him a pretty light sentence and blah blah blah.
white privilege.
Years later,
Crazy how it was in that jail.
White privilege.
He could have got caught, man, with
Yo.
them two cops. I mean, I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's just
no, but not even that. But the point is,
I'm not gonna ruin your life.
No, but
I told him.
oh,
Get out of here.
No, but that was for the hitchhiker.
No, exactly.
No,
Yeah,
he-
when they cut him up though.
But
No, when he
He
cut
had
up the
the garbage
hitchhiker.
bags.
When he cut up the
Yeah.
hitchhiker, yeah. I'm talking about the brother of sexual assault.
Yeah, prior.
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
when
And
the
then-
little brother came back. With
No,
the little,
and then he ends up killing the
little
little
brother.
brother years later,
yes.
not
No.
knowing that they're brothers.
No, he knew after.
He knew after, but I'm
Yeah,
saying in the
he had
moment.
no idea. Yeah.
Like that's another way where the universe is kind of giggled.
yeah, I mean, or you
It's
had a
just-
predator. You had
no,
a
it's-
predator that was
it's not giggle.
predating in the same area, so it was bound to happen.
Yeah, it's just
Bound to
probability.
happen.
No,
What
but it's
probability?
probability. Like Snake
17.
Eyes.
He has 17 murder victims.
Yeah,
Listen,
Let's not act like it's a million.
But in that area,
how many people?
So in that particular case,
Years later, how many?
Yeah,
You know how many statistics we would have to do with what percentage of people move?
the math,
blah 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 blah.
The math is easy because he stayed in that area.
It's
Yes.
a proximity.
And,
You're
yeah,
more
the proximity
proximity.
was,
and the kid was obviously kind of
So
gay
if
or
I'm
something.
a predator,
But he only killed
This is-
17 people.
this is my radius.
16 because one was in Ohio, which was the
Okay.
first hitchhiker.
Yeah. So this is my radius.
Gotcha.
Okay,
So
16 people out of how many?
a lot of people.
And that's my point. It's still a low.
But the brother probably.
I understand why it's real. It really did happen. I
Yeah,
understand.
yeah.
I understand that. I'm just saying that it's kind of the odds are low. The odds are low that he's going to sexually assault a guy
No.
and then
No.
end
Because
up
when you-
end up
No, they are
coincidentally
low because it's
murdering
family.
the brother.
Yeah.
Serial killers have a profile.
Yeah, and he only attacked 2 Laotian boys,
Right. Exactly.
brothers.
But no. I mean,
None of the black people were related.
So
the
when you
2
say-
white guy victims weren't related.
No.
The Spanish guy victims weren't related.
When I say profile, he has
A type.
a type. Not even type. He has a methodology.
Methodology?
Yeah.
Opus
So
memorandum or whatever the MO.
right.
Modus
So
operandi.
He has an MO. Right. Okay. Cool.
Modus operandi.
Cool. So if you're living in this radius and your little brother is y'all immigrants, y'all live here, the probability isn't that crazy to me. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I think it is because all right, what are the odds that, remember his brother was gay, obviously, the older brother?
Both of them was.
He only killed 16 people.
But listen,
How small do you think this city is? Even if you consider that 20.
It was Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you, though. I'm saying
it's
an
urban community.
That's my point.
It's condensed.
Yeah, and he only kills 16 people.
Yeah.
Out of a lot of people. That's how percentages work. Like when you have to divide. So you're dividing 16 people out of how many people that were possible victims.
What's the point?
So that's like, all I'm saying is that that's another giggle where the coincidence is, what are the chances?
I call it probability.
You're my brother. My brother had an experience with you, right? Legally. Was it legally?
No. He went to jail for sexually assaulting the brother.
Yeah. But the little brother, nature nurture,
grows up years later.
But by nurture, had experiences of hanging out in the same areas, doing the same things because my brother and fell victim. That's
how it happened.
Yeah.
It happened in real life, so there's a logical understanding of how it happened.
Right.
But the probability is extremely low when you crunch the numbers. That makes it interesting because it happened. So when you have things happen that are very, very unlikely to happen, it kind of makes you giggle. Like, damn, look at that lottery.
There's a logic there.
Yes. Another thing I wanted to point out about this Netflix series I didn't touch on is you didn't watch the full thing, but you did.
No.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of crazy
Can
that
we just go back topics?
But you see how the media, I'm doing it. Because the media, we were talking about the media and how the media manipulates. How are they putting in, you have 10 episodes, you have 10 hours, you have such a vast, complex story in the Jeffrey Dahmer killings. And you dedicated all that time and energy on racism and the Reverend Jesse Jackson, when that was all bullshit. When the actual real life story, there was no racism. Homophobia, yes, but racism didn't play a part in the Jeffrey Dahmer case.
Because a lot of times,
obviously there was racism happening at that time, but we all fucking know that already. Yeah, we got it. We get it.
Well, no. So
Dahmer had nothing to do with racism.
It's so
They
I don't know.
made up a bunch of
I
bullshit.
don't know your interpretation of it.
All the exaggeration and the lies they did. Homegirl getting arrested at the end, they made that up.
Oh, really?
Law enforcement. I'll give you a case in point. In Chicago, on record, don't quote me. That's a disclaimer. Let them kill each other. They're gonna do the work for us.
Yes.
So that attitude, it's the same thing when I talk about when we were sitting in his
Parking lot.
The racial, it's only race. The racial component is only there because I'm black. It could have been any other race, but it's a class issue.
No,
So
there was homophobia.
No. Because
There was no evidence of racism playing a part in any of this.
No. It's classism. This area is ridden with crime. It's a low income area.
Oh yeah, they even said that. It's true.
Yeah. It's a low income area. So when she was calling and complaining,
They weren't going most of the
they
time.
wasn't going to
Because they thought it was because they didn't want to deal with gay people.
But
not only that, even when they showed up, he would tell them, it's meat that was bad in my freezer.
That's not law enforcement. That's the neighbors.
Well, no, but I'm saying, I mean, they wouldn't really show up.
The police department failed. We can agree.
Because of homophobia.
You can add that aspect as well.
What other aspect was there when the cops were involved? That had to do with racism.
You're the same person that puts things on the spectrum.
Yes.
So it's a combination of racism
No, where's the racism?
Racism.
Where?
I'll get there, but let me lay it out. Racism, sexism, classism. This community is ridden with crime.
Okay. How's that relevant to Dahmer? And why does it have to be in the Dahmer show? We get it. We got it. We know. Everyone knows. Civil rights movement. Everyone knows. Blah, blah, blah. But why fake it? Why fake it into the Dahmer story?
It's important because this really happened.
Nothing racist happened. There was homophobia.
No. You're adding the racist component.
What do you mean? The Netflix series made shit up to make it appear more racial when there was no racial evidence when there was anything racial in the real life story. There was only homophobia.
You change the colors. I don't care about. I'm thinking. I'm doing 3D chess right now. The colors don't matter.
I'm talking about what Netflix did though.
But I'm talking about the reality of the actual situation.
There was no racism. Only homophobia.
No, I mean...
No. It's classism.
Are you talking about like overall, or are you talking about just in the perspective of Jeffrey Dahmer?
I'm talking about the whole Dahmer.
Yeah, he wasn't. Situation. I mean, what are you saying, though? That's what I'm trying to say.
So, if the police officer released a victim, right? This is real. This has happened for real.
Yes.
Back to the serial killer.
Yes, because of homophobia.
No. That had connotations of that as well, but it also had connotations of this area, because if you go and look at it historically, that area is low income.
Yeah.
You can't look at it as so.
Where is the racist element?
I never imposed that.
Well, no, the racist element was the cops.
But that's what I'm complaining
because
about.
Of the type, you know what I mean? Because of the era that it was, and even the lady said that. A lot of cops didn't go there. You could call them and they'd say they'd go and they would never send.
That's not true though. That didn't really happen.
Well, that's what they said.
But that's my point though. Okay. Netflix added that part. Netflix added a lot of shit.
Added drama, yeah.
Yeah, where the cops were quick to arrest the Sandra Smith, the daughter.
Yeah.
They were quick to arrest the daughter. That never happened.
Okay.
Jesse Jackson's whole spiel. But I'll listen to you.
The police officer that literally let the kid go
officers
back.
Did not get Officer of the Year award. They made that up.
No, he raised up. He raised up in career
after the fact.
Legit.
After the fact.
Legit.
After the fact.
Yeah.
But he did not get Officer of the Year award immediately, and he was fired. He was whatever. But where was the racism that Netflix wanted to inject into the series unnecessarily? Where was the racism in the real life story? That's my question.
But who came out and said racism?
Netflix in the series.
Did they say racism?
They were making. They were.
But I mean, that's what critics were raving.
No, but like they were definitely
surrounding. That's
putting
that's
the
like
theme
a topic. Exactly.
of racism in.
But nobody ever came out and said the reason Jeffrey Dahmer was able to succeed was because of racism.
Yeah, the whole Jesse Jackson shit where they're talking in the car and they're discussing the whole civil rights movement.
That's the Kanye West conversation. I'm privy to information that you're not privy to.
Oh, yeah, that's what he was saying.
La-di-da, give me a bomb. You don't know what's going down here.
But I'm talking about there's no evidence and there's no evidence in the true story to warrant Netflix putting it in the series. But what I'm saying is they consciously decided we're going to put racism as a theme in the Jeffrey Dahmer story, even though the true story has no evidence of it. That's my point.
But if he said like when they were telling his side of the story of how he got away with it, all those breaks that he got. And the cops, basically like
it was classism.
It was crazy, of course, and it's like that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Because I understand it. And he said
he got away with it twice. Well, the first time was because he was super young.
Yeah.
And imagine being the cop, and you see this young guy with his demeanor. Hindsight is 2020. Monday morning quarterbacking is very easy, but to put yourself in that cop's shoe and think to yourself that you're going to imagine that this 18-year-old boy, maybe he murdered a guy and has a bunch of body parts in those bags, and this is the way he's acting and talking to us.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's number one. He was young. Number two, when they messed up the second time with Conrack, when he's bleeding and whatever, did you listen to the 911 call? Because when you listen to the 911 call,
yeah.
it's very obvious that they were dealing with homophobia, and they joke about delousing, and it was a lover's quarrel.
Yeah, sure. We took care of it. We took care of it. They kept brushing her off.
And that's where they brushed her off because they don't want to deal with homophobia because at that time homophobia was still rampant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course.
So that was the second time.
So
where's the racism? Where's the racism?
Racism, classism.
Where's the racism?
All these things could be true. I don't know why you're dialing in on racism.
Because Netflix added it into the series when the real life story has classism. I think
homophobia. You're imposing that on them.
Did we watch the same series?
Yeah.
You did not see Netflix adding parts to the story that didn't happen in real life.
What happens
that gave a theme of racism.
You know, most black people live in poverty, so you allude to it. It could have been any color. So you have a bias, is what I'm saying. But
no. It's not that I have a bias. It's that Netflix chose. Okay, yes, if Netflix made that movie, but instead of all the black people,
they have to tell the truth.
But that didn't. But they added stuff that didn't happen. They lied. That's my point. They added things into the Netflix series that did not happen in real life to make it seem.
They have to dramatize it.
Yeah, but why did they But why did they choose?
Because it's a production. It's not a biopic.
Yeah, but they chose everything they chose was to add a racist angle.
No, what they're talking about happened.
But it didn't.
No, besides the various points that you're talking about, but what you're saying is they have a particular neighborhood or community that is not being served because of class. You're adding the racial component.
No, not me. Netflix.
No,
we should have watched it.
He said he was saturated of it. That they just it felt forced, is what Caesar said.
I know the real story intimately. I intimately know the real story. I know the information that the creators when the creators researched the story and I researched.
Did they do this in the black community?
We're coming from the same pool, right? They added a bunch of bullshit that didn't happen, that I know didn't happen.
You gotta make
it seem more racially motivated than it really was.
Okay.
And all I'm saying is that was consciously decided by Netflix and the creators that made it.
So you saying the Jews?
Maybe, most likely.
Oh shit. Well, all right, we got to move on from this subject because we have such a long list. We've failed.
Okay, Tito.
Give
us some of your scary, because see, this is something that we've never talked about. So this is gonna be all new to me. Some stories of violence and scary things that you've experienced, or people firsthand. Like
you saw the movie
1 Degree Away.
Violence?
History of Violence. That was
with the actor that I love so much. He was in Lord of the Rings. He was like an ex-mafia guy. History of Violence. That's where I got the name from.
I don't think I've seen it, to be
great movie. You should watch it.
I need to watch it.
All right, so
but talk to me.
You're only either your personal stories of violence, or it has to be 1 degree away. So someone told you the story that they experienced. What are some of your violent stories?
In the spirit of Halloween.
Spirit of Halloween and Dahmer.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dahmer took our whole damn episode.
Which would make sense. It was kind of supposed to be that way. We still got 45 minutes.
This guy's...
We're going to get focused now.
You get triggered by racism.
No. I get triggered by...
By forced agendas. By forced agendas. That's what it is. By propaganda. That's what it is.
Propaganda.
He doesn't like it. And I feel you.
We're probably going to do after hours.
You just missed another buffalo.
Oh, man.
I'm catching my own buffaloes.
Are you drinking mine, though? That's what I'm trying to
It's yours.
Now I got mine here.
Thor, man, we need you to talk to the mic.
All right.
I apologize.
Asgard.
So, history of violence, I mean...
The most violent thing you ever did in your life.
Or experienced or witnessed.
I want to hear about
or know about from someone else.
Did you
1 degree away?
You could have told you a nasty.
I got a few stories.
Nah, I'm no serial killer.
Okay,
I'm a hero. One time we trained the ice giants. I'm kidding. No, on some realness, I mean,
this nigga's the best.
I fought a couple people, but I mean, I'm not gonna say I nearly killed anybody. That's when you're kids, you scruffle, you get into fights. My dad, whenever I deserved to get the hammer,
He
I
beat
got
your
the hammer.
ass.
Yeah, so I mean, when I fought, I could take any hit. Because I could take my dad's hit.
I never got beat.
Yeah, well.
I got jumped by like 12.
You got beat?
You want to fight, bro? No, I'm just fussing with you.
No,
I'm kidding.
no, I don't.
No, yeah, I got beat, man.
Wait, y'all two gonna fight?
If I was just disappointed,
That could make some easy money.
fighting, bro. Oh, here we go. The
You
duel.
don't believe in me.
Nah, I'm not gonna fight you, bro.
I'm wiry. I'm wiry. You should. I got an anaconda move.
You know what's so funny? Imagine this being sanctioned.
What you mean?
By any athletic commission to take place in a cage.
I'll win.
Okay, so I just imagine you listening back and watching this and imagining that you two in a cage, locked, fight to the death.
Fight to the death. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So you can just let him kill you?
No, Spartacus.
Shit.
And the winner automatically, everyone that person loves, everyone in the loser's family dies.
Jesus Christ.
Damn, dude, that's a lot of pressure, my dude.
So, but you just gonna let him kill you, and then your whole family
Obviously
die?
not, bro.
Okay, then. So now it happens.
How good is your ankles?
Pretty good, bro. I broke
You
them,
gonna
but
bite
they're
him?
strong.
You learn from Jingle.
Oh, shit.
This nigga think. This nigga thinks the
Damn.
worst. I've asked him several questions, and I'd be like, "Oh, he don't think I know how to squat."
Yeah, but there's science too.
Nigga, but there's experience.
Of course.
So Bruce Lee couldn't survive a fight with Michael Jai.
Hell nah.
Yeah, it's Michael Jai White.
I will mop the floor with Bruce Lee.
Get your good ass. I'm tired of you.
Damn.
You're seeing too many superheroes. There's too many superheroes around you. You
This nigga's got Thor. He's got Venom. I'm
got
out
Mr.
here.
Incredible.
I'm out here.
You're surrounded by superheroes.
I'm talking about the real ones.
I'm a Jewish superhero, Disney.
Oh, snap. I see you.
See, now
Shout out.
you're out of control.
Shout out to you. I see you.
All right, history of violence, because we're
All right,
an hour and 16 minutes.
Give us a story.
Oh, we're going in.
Your most violent experience. It could have been you, or it could have been
Someone
Well,
you know.
all right.
witnessed.
So middle school, hanging out with the wrong crowd, hanging out with the
Chicos like to fight
the
by their girls.
the ones that were pushing, trying to run things, but whatever.
And you from Hollywood.
Yeah, bro. So one time we got into a fight. It was 8th graders versus some 10th and 12th graders,
Oh.
and they were repping for the wrong set, bro. So the guy literally punches the guy through the freaking window, one hit, drags him out, cuts him. I'm talking, this man's leaking on the side of him, starts beating the shit out of him. The brother comes, grabs him, slams him on the floor, starts cheese grating him in the back, bro. It was disgusting.
Cheese.
Yeah, he dragged him from the back. You're talking a good 4 feet. Just, it's pretty bad.
I had a story, but it's not that good.
No, it's not about good. And then, I saw with my boy, it was, kind of my friend, the one that was doing it to the other guy, but I didn't want him to kill the guy, bro. So I tried to separate him, but ended up getting punched in the fucking face.
By your
trying to
friend?
help somebody. No, by the other dude. 'Cause
Oh.
The brother, even though I was trying to get the motherfucker off, I'm like, yo, my nigga, you're going to kill him, bro. The guy ended up punching me in the face, just he thinking I was going to jump in and do the worst.
He had to react. He was
Of
protected.
course, yeah. You see somebody else jumping in, you're going to react.
Yeah.
So.
I've been punched in the
Understood.
face.
Safe to say I wasn't knocked out. So
I got jumped
You got to jump.
for my necklace.
damn.
They won.
Did they?
Yeah, but that's not my most violence experience. My most violence experience is, the majority are in my first 10 years in New York City. So from birth to 10 years old. So this is actually from 3 to 10 because that's when my memory starts. So one of them was a Chinese mafia conflict. The rumor, I believe, if I remember correctly, was this Asian girl was the ex-girlfriend of a Chinese mafia member, and she liked some other dude. So the Chinese mafia, one day after school, dude's walking down the sidewalk, and then really close to my apartment building, the Chinese mafia comes, grabs his arm.
Triads?
Yeah.
With Japanese or
No, it's Chinese mafia.
Chinese? Yeah.
Grabs this dude's arm and chops his arm off with a machete.
You saw that shit?
I saw the aftermath when they were picking the arm up off the floor, and I saw I remember exactly. I remember clear as day how this all looked, the bone, and then because some of the skin was flapping down. Now as an adult, I realized that the swipe came from the top. The swipe came this way, and that's why it cut, and then the skin here dangled. Another guy. So when I got bit by a dog, you ain't gonna see this from this distance, but I have 20 stitches running across my mouth. I wanted the nickname Scarface. I was trying to get people to call me Scarface. It didn't work out. I didn't get the nickname.
Right.
Where did I get that nickname from? Not from Lion King. I got a nickname from a guy in my neighborhood who got into a fight between two cars, and in the fight, one of the side view mirrors got punched and shattered, and the dude grabbed the shard and sliced above the eye.
Buff.
Yeah, above the eye.
New York niggas will slice you.
Skip the eyeball and then under the eye, and he had this gangster ass scar across his eye that I was so jealous of growing up.
Nah, New York niggas is different.
Yeah.
They'll bop.
Yeah. Then there was a guy so I lived on the 3rd floor, and then there was this guy that lived on the 1st floor, and he was in a gang. I believe he was in a gang, and I witnessed the aftermath of him getting stabbed, shot. I forgot what else. It was 3 times that I was there, peeking out of the balcony. Everyone else is asleep, and I'm looking out the balcony as the ambulance comes and the police come, and just watching how it all unfolds and everything. Yeah, that's
crazy, man.
Is that your phone going off?
Oh, maybe.
I keep hearing it in.
Oh, that's right, because when you were coming, I put my phone off silent. I never do that. All right. Problem fixed.
Not a problem. So, wow.
So
you've been through some.
No, I just witnessed it as a little kid across the street.
Okay. So I have 2 moments. Right?
That's crazy.
Believe it or not, I've survived pretty well. I didn't see. The first moment of violence was a crackhead trying to break into a neighboring house. The people in the house stabbed him up, and I saw the ambulance. It was a Dominican Cuban party, so we was up at 2 a.m, tongue kissing, random bitches. And so we see this guy. Mind you, this is a guy that I talked to in passing. In the hood, you learn you learn who the crackheads are, and you almost become friends with them. Damn near family. So I remember vividly him saying, don't do crack. And then I'd be like, yeah, look at you.
Yeah. So he survived the stabbing?
He survived the stabbing, yeah. But he was breaking in to steal something, and she stabbed him up so much. And I remember seeing the blood and everything, and I was just like, I forget the Dominican girl name. She lived in Sweetwater. I don't want to give information out, and I was just like, that's pretty normal here. I remember not being impacted. It was the first thing, my first experience. But if I had to take the concept of history of violence,
you said there were 2 things.
Go into the second thing.
Oh, okay.
I became famous in my high school for somebody that was violent. But not violent, I wasn't a bully.
Is this where your false sense of confidence comes from?
Not false sense, because in that moment, I knew that I never wanted to do that to nobody.
I was hoping you didn't caught it.
Oh, yeah. No. I knew I never wanted to do that to somebody again. That's why the concept of the conversation is so important. It's because I inflicted damage on somebody. So
you could relate to Dahmer in seeing kind of how you could have been that guy.
I felt bone crush. I felt...
Yeah. You could see yourself killing somebody and enjoying it.
No.
And you don't like that part of you.
Yeah. Well, say it again.
Ooh.
Yeah. No, I didn't like it.
Exactly.
I didn't like what I did.
Yes.
I didn't.
And you didn't like that you couldn't, and you also didn't like that you couldn't control yourself in those moments. Because in the moment you were doing it, you got a hard
the
on.
actual physical crunching of his face.
Mm-hmm. Quarter chub.
No, believe it or not, I'm not joking. I didn't like it.
So why were you doing it?
The nigga tried my ego.
So there was a part of you that wanted to do it. That's my point.
So it was predicated on ego.
You were relieving or
no.
You were gifting a part of your brain.
American
enjoyment.
I went to American Senior High. This kid said Tyrone's a pussy. I said, cool, no problem. My homeboy came to me. He said, this particular person said he got fired. Him and his dogs from Opalaka are looking for you and your brother. And I said, you gotta look for me. I'm finna come. So I literally went to the school. I went American Senior High. I went into the hallway, closed the doors, because I knew after lunch we was gonna let out, right? He comes in. The police was involved. And it wasn't me. It was my brother. I got, in the hood, when you say they got fired, that mean like, we gonna shoot some shit up. I said, oh, you gonna shoot me and my brother? You ain't finna shoot me and my brother. I'm gonna take you out. This is why the conversation is so important. It showed me like the literal distance I would go. I didn't like it. He was coming up the staircase. He didn't know, because I'll sucker punch your ass, nigga. I don't play by the rules. There's no rules. This is survive.
I mean, it's not, especially if it's death.
Yeah.
That motherfucker said he's looking for you.
My homeboy came up to me and said, they looking for you and your brother.
Yeah.
And it's some niggas from Opalaka and they got fire. Fire is gun.
Yeah.
Heat. Yeah.
So I said, I'm going to get him before he get me. That was the day, in 10th grade, I dropped out. No, I didn't get dropped out. I got kicked out, the whole thing. I got expelled. I was not allowed to come back to school. The cops were there, and they're looking at me like, this like damn near premeditated,
Because he went to the hospital?
He survived.
Oh.
I clocked him. They say I pushed him. I didn't. I clocked him. He rolled down the stairs, and I remember the very moment when he looked at me. I was wearing Reeboks Classics.
Shout out.
And I cocked my leg back. That's why I say I know the real emotional.
What'd you do?
I kicked that nigga in the face so hard.
Just one kick?
That's all it took.
Oh, where? Where did it land?
Right in his motherfucking face.
Oh.
And I kicked that nigga so hard. But I remember vividly, I was high on adrenaline, but I was also, but it punctured so vividly for me.
Like you could close your eyes and feel the impact on your foot.
I knew I never want to do that to nobody ever again. I never want to do that to somebody. I kicked that nigga. Yeah. Because I kicked it. He looked up and I said, I'm finna fucking finish you. That was the hate in my heart.
Yeah.
You threatened my brother.
That was the Dahmer in your heart.
It was
Dahmer.
It was protection.
It was the lion, bro.
Yeah, it was.
He got the dog in him.
It was primal.
You would never. You gonna try? You coming for who? My brother? You could just say what you want. He was running around the school calling me pussy, whatever. But my brother ain't got nothing to do with this. Play with the people I love.
Damn.
I'll die for them. I don't say that lightly. Like I'll die, bro. I'll go. But I don't say it in the space that I'm proud of because I know real violence. And I can tell you that's not the only time, but in the spaces that I lived in, I don't glorify it because you don't walk away feeling good about it. When the cop was like, you could have took his life.
Him or me.
Bitch, it was him or me.
That's why, when I always tell people when you're in a club or anything, especially if it's just words, I always tell people just walk away. Because once it becomes physical, you might be naive to violence, but the reality of violence, whether you know it or not, recognize it or not, is once it becomes physical, it's life and death.
True.
So,
and don't do it in the staircase where it's recorded. That's gonna fuck me up.
Yeah, because and that is why I reserve violence for self-defense only.
Right. I it was premeditated.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
sure.
that's the key to me. The key to me is reserve all your violence for self-defense as a unwavering principle. So they call your mama fat, they call your brother dumb, they call your girlfriend ugly, they call your daughter a slut, whatever they say or do.
It's not true.
Yeah, so verbally, you just let it go because it's not physical. Because then the moment you ever have I'm not giving any type of legal advice, but the moment any type of physical interaction commences after you've obliged by that principle of no matter what, if it's verbal, you walk away. Once it becomes physical, you don't stop until they're dead.
Yeah. The police literally, there was a scary time in my life where it was just like, oh shit, like basically like, nigga, you attempted murder. Like, do you know what you did? And my dad came to it's funny. This nigga's such a nigga. He laughed. He watching the footage. He was like, got him good, son.
Signed you up for soccer.
Oh, shit.
I kicked that nigga so hard. I remember feeling the bone in my feet. I can call back. It didn't feel good. It sounds good.
Do you know where he's at now?
Yeah.
Michael. I know his name. I'll never forget his name.
But do you know where he is in life now or where he's living?
Probably in jail. He was a thug.
I should be some CEO fucking.
Oh, shit.
He was like,
flip the switch on him.
Yeah, I remember what you did. You shouldn't have kicked me in my face. It's just like, you shouldn't have threatened my family.
We gonna do this. We got 30 minutes. We gonna do this. Shoot us with the next topic.
Let's go.
We didn't get through 20%.
Yeah, we did. You know what? But this is good because the second part is gonna be fire compared to the first part.
Healthy narcissism.
Ooh, that's your shit.
Is there such a thing?
And what's the topic after that?
And after that, we are going to go to
You're right.
archetypes.
We're going to be reporting
Oh,
Two archetypes. The
that's more
partner versus
that's
the
more round
cheerleader.
All right.
That's more round table.
I like that.
That's
I can relate to that.
That's mine.
Cup empty. Let's fill these cups up.
Let's
go. Because a nigga ain't gonna buffalo me or I'm gonna kick a nigga in the face.
Oh, shit.
No.
Yo, he already buffaloed you, bro.
I know.
Right.
So you gonna kick me in the face?
And you missed 2 buffaloes for me.
I did.
Oh, he's trying to give you gifts out here. Trick or treat.
Use your hands. Cavemen's.
That's why I hand sanitize, COVID free.
Oh, man. It was COVID in this house the other day.
Oh, shit. She came by?
Like 2 weeks.
That bitch.
I'm almost like
I had it twice already, too.
I don't even. Right. It's like I don't even believe in it.
I don't know where your cup's at.
Let me finish this real quick.
We got the real life Thor on this son, bitch. Come on, man.
Buffalo.
If you do a false buffalo, you have to chug your own drink.
Nah, bullshit.
Go.
You ain't telling me that.
Or take a shot. I mean, it's but it's okay. No. You're good. You didn't know. You're good. You get a pass, bro. I'll give you a pass. I'm a gentleman.
That's what I like to see. Be a man.
That's incredible.
That's what I like to see. Be a man.
You got an incredible hat. Incredible hat. Incredible shades. Manny is Mr. Incredible.
Senor.
Yo, this nigga just made his way on the show for real, bro.
We all here.
Did you sanitize your hands?
Nah, I probably beat my meat like
Where's
10 times.
Where's the sanitizer?
Oh, shit.
No, we got sanitizer. You gonna get on our level? You want?
I got you, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is the magic pack.
Damn.
Right here.
Is there
Oh,
a limit?
you want some drink with that ice? Or?
Is there a limit? Is there a link to how much you should beat your meat?
Whoa.
That's a lot. 10 times. I mean, I know that's sarcasm, but
Yes.
I mean, some people have a lot
if you
of
beat your
stamina.
meat 3 times a day, do you have a problem?
Absolutely.
I think so.
True. That's why I don't do
I
it.
think so.
I can't tell.
Good save.
What's your number? What's your number?
1.5.
A day?
2.
A day? What's half mean? You don't finish?
Y'all niggas don't beat your
Let's
meat
save
in the
this
shower?
for the after talk.
In the shower? I pay water bill. How fast are you finishing in the shower? This is after hours.
The amount of porn that you watch is dangerous because you get darker and darker.
Ooh, I've heard of that. I've never
No, it's
experienced
facts.
too.
facts.
That was on Ted. The movie Ted.
I used
With
to
the teddy
see things
Yeah.
that like BDSM, and I'd be like, "Wow, that's terrible." And now I look at it, and I'd be like, "Yeah, she was down for it."
Oh, so you watch like rough shit?
No, I don't. But I've seen stuff that is questionable.
You know,
I hear you.
you know,
We're gonna save this for after hours, guys.
Sneak peek.
Sneak peek.
don't drink it yet because I don't know how much is left.
Stay on the topic.
So back to topic. Yes. The narcissistic,
Oh,
or we're
no,
going to go back to the cheerleader
archetype,
versus
the two archetypes.
partner versus
Cheerleader,
cheerleader.
part-
Healthy narcissism. We don't want to touch on it.
I mean, we don't got.
You said we don't got time.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I was saying was pretty much.
All right, say it in a synopsis.
All right.
Give us a 5 minute.
So in the earlier episode, there was a moment when I was listening back to it where I mentioned something about how the reason all my relationship work is
Okay.
because I always stay true to my principles. And then so I was
I'm listening.
elaborating on that in my mind, and I was trying to figure out what it is that happened. And I realized that growing up, there is a part of me that's narcissist. Now, the narcissism, the medical definition of it, I'm not medically a narcissist.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not
But there's definitely a part of me that I recognize is different than the average person. It's upside down. Where I don't feel peer pressure, I don't feel social anxiety. I have this narcissistic lack of caring what other people think of me. I'm very, I'm at a railroad track, right?
You're a cult leader.
The lights turn green, but the railroad track lights turn red, flashing, and the things are going down. And I instantly calculate that you can go. If you're in the front, you've been waiting this whole time, it turned green, yeah, it's fucking coming, you can go. And I saw everyone fucking hesitating, and they all chickened out, and I'm sitting there like so frustrated because I would've won. I am not thinking about the people around me, I'm thinking about my
motive.
I did a super illegal move because I calculated that it was safe to do so, and all the cars behind me copied me. So I recognize, like, you see,
You made a leader. That's a leader.
exactly.
right
Exactly. I always say I want to start a cult. I always tell people that.
We always talk about that.
Yeah.
We even talked about the
You're
tenets.
gonna do
of
that
the cult.
Andrew
Exactly.
Tate. You're gonna do the Andrew Tate.
And the initiation. Remember the initiation with the gun?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What's the at?
That's after hours.
After hours. Okay.
He is Jeffrey
Excuse my
Dahmer.
French.
He's Jeffrey Dahmer.
Beat me up for a minute.
when
And Jim Jones.
And you tend to go into the relationship angle, and I would think about relationship, and I recognize that there is a part of me that considers only my brain mattering, like what I want, what I think, I've dedicated this much time thinking this way to get to this conclusion. This is why I think this way. There's no,
There's no second guessing
Yeah,
what you've
yeah,
already analyzed and
Exactly.
put together.
and everyone has to fit my agenda, right?
I
So
mean,
when it comes-
is that what you think?
Yeah.
Or that's your final say?
no, I'm saying what I
Because you
naturally
trust yourself so much.
Exactly. What I naturally believe.
Yes.
I have this natural narcissism of exactly where I only trust my brain. So that's what makes me this dominant minded person where I remember now, sorry, alcohol. I'm trying to.
Sexted.
I'm like.
Shout
I'm
out.
trying to.
Sex.
I'm trying to find the path to that.
You're a maniac. Like most people.
No, I'm trying to find the path to simplify this and get concise.
Okay.
When I would be with my boys and they talked about game, I never could relate because I didn't have game.
With girls, like
I didn't have game with girls.
What was it? You just were yourself?
I was just purely myself.
Understood.
And-
Me too. I mean, I agree.
And
Yeah,
I
because
would
My
get
pickup
all,
lines were
we don't
just,
play games.
and I would get
We
all
don't.
the girls.
We get straight to the point.
But I would get all the girls. So all my boys that were faking and juking and trying to figure out how
It
they
wasn't
can,
working.
Whatever. I being 110% unapologetically myself would win and come out as like the guy that the girl
Landed the women. Same thing with me.
Yeah.
I tell people.
I get a bum on that, my
Yeah.
boy. Yes.
So
I tell girls all the time, I'm like, I don't got no game.
moving forward, moving through my life that way, it continued until now, where because I am the way I am, the people that end up in my life fit like a glove because I'm just
You're shaping it.
I'm this weird shape, right? And I just walk through and I just wait for the pieces to fall in. So when the piece falls in, it's a natural fit because I'm not thinking. I'm not capable.
That's the healthy narcissist.
I'm not capable of being.
That's the
I'm not
healthy
capable of
narcissism.
considering other people and trying to manipulate the way I am to obtain other people.
Where most people are trying to fit in.
Exactly. So most people are trying to hold on, and I don't do that. I'm very confident.
Yours is black and white.
Because you just got your talking head moment.
I butchered that shit. What are you talking about?
No, you did no. In the beginning, I don't know where this nigga's going. You're so in pursuit. This is what we were talking about with your dad with the ego. With you're in a pursuit to project what you think people want. Where you're moving in a space where it's like I'm me,
Yes.
and the people that will appreciate that will fall into place.
And I have to.
No, but
no,
you're
and I
just
have
saying
to
that
consciously.
It's a good. I'm not going to let you down because I've thought about this from this angle, and if I'm not a professional, obviously I'm not going to give my advice, but if I've studied the angles and I'm going to go this way, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to go. So if you don't follow, that's on you, but I'm looking for your best interest, which is my best interest. All in a nutshell.
I agree. And
Yes. Let's go.
I have to consciously.
For Asgard.
Thor is coming.
I have to consciously recognize that I have to kind of like put on a
Performance?
No, not performance. I have to like shift a gear and say, okay, wait a minute. Am I being human enough? Am I considering other people's emotions
Feelings,
enough?
yeah.
I have to consciously break from my brain and enter a new space.
Empathetic.
Exactly. I have to
realm.
consciously kind of force it. I have to consciously force empathy.
Yeah.
And
He
sympathy
doesn't
and,
want a Donald Trump comment you and just.
No, I don't want to be a Dahmer. I don't want to be a full blown sociopath.
Why would you be? That has no idea.
Because I listen to him talk in interviews and I recognize things about how his brain works that I have in common.
Okay.
So I can recognize
that's okay.
like he has a
That's-
high IQ, he's extremely self-aware, but then he has
Is that
other
why you made me one of your besties? Because I'm a pro-black man? Because I ain't with the shits. I fight back. And then I hit
He
you.
ain't with the pictures either, bro. He don't do Kodak moments.
When they be like, I want to take pictures of you naked. Beat you up.
Isn't that fucked up? Isn't that fucked up that Tracy Edwards, the main survivor that was able to lead the cops to him to stop the killings, that he was obviously losing control of his
Cognitive.
No, he was losing control of his addiction because remember he had a 10 year gap.
Yeah, so he became less cognitive in his systems.
Yeah,
because,
there are a ton of Dahmers out there.
Oh, doing it all the time.
No, that are controlling themselves, but want to do it.
Because they're scared.
Pedophiles.
And opportunity too.
Yeah, but it's also cowards,
no.
bro. Some people, dude, just because a person doesn't act on it you don't know what their subconscious or their regular, thinking or way of thinking.
I
And
would
that's
say
what I studied. That's why
I would say the opposite that if I'm a pedophile, but I don't act on my impulses,
Yes.
you lend him some grace.
100% because and that exists. There are support groups.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you know about the support groups for pedophiles?
I think there's a community. There's
gotta be.
No, because
there's a
support groups for
community.
everything.
There's a whole community of
way
pedophiles.
earlier in this episode,
Yeah.
I referenced how it's all on the same spectrum as how your brain's wired. There are a ton of people out there that they can't help it. Nature,
just like
their
little
brain is
fucking-
wired to prepubescent children, and they understand that it's wrong, but they can't help it. So I know it's wrong, but I'm attracted to it. So they have support groups where they help each other.
This is why I say it's nurture. It's nature.
And nurture. Because if you have that natural tendency and then you get abused as a child,
It just
you're more likely to not have that control that this is wrong, and you're more likely to then act on it and abuse children. So that's why I'm saying it's nature and nurture.
Now you're looking like
get a little shave.
the Mandarin?
Or Tony Stark now. Tony Stark and Thor had a baby.
Tony
Oh,
Stark.
shit, that's
You're
what's
giving
going
us some Tony Stark.
Iron Man's back, baby. Just kidding.
All right.
Oh, so Tracy Edwards, he is the sole survivor, but not sole survivor, but he's one of the survivors that led them, whatever. He's not gay. And in the Netflix series, they made his ass extra gay, dancing, sexy, and shit. Like, that's kind of fucked up.
That is fucked up.
He's alive.
Nah. He probably gay.
No, he's definitely not gay.
Buffalo.
Oh, drink, my
It's
dude.
nothing.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Enjoy. Drink up,
Enjoy.
buddy.
This was for you, buddy.
Buffalo to you.
Ooh,
I
yes.
saw you switch.
Yes.
I saw you switch.
Cheers,
Hey,
buddy.
are you gonna
Yes,
kill me though?
No.
Dude, as soon as I said it, you went like that.
He said it when it was in your right, and we got camera footage.
Let's go.
Cheers, buddy.
Run it back, baby.
Eye contact. Tutelar.
All right.
What? I don't know what that is.
Hey, kudos if you get me tonight. We'll see. We're taking a nice break for a little Sexton tip. Don't get buffaloed or you will get ruined.
Don't join the Buffalo Club unless you bought that life.
Hey, they already found out, so whoever followed it, if I see a view by you, you are in. Officially.
You ain't take no drinks all show.
You ain't lying, Venom. What's your excuse?
Come on, Venom, say something, man.
He's, shot.
I want to eat some human heads. Oh, shit. There he woke up.
Okay, do you practice all the voices?
I mean, I like doing voices, bro. And I've always
I used to do Mickey Mouse, Elmo.
I remember you told me that was like so
You're missing
awesome.
out on your fucking talent, nigga. You're good.
lying, because especially
appreciate
Thor. That's just.
Thank you.
Your shit is spot on.
But
I met the guy that does Batman's voice, Kevin Conroy. He does the animated series. One of my heroes. So,
Which the Superman back in the 90s.
from back in the day from the
Batman,
cartoon.
Maniacs.
Yeah, the one that came out right around that. That's animated series.
Oh, wow.
So I met him and I was like, I was told that, I kind of sound like you. And he's like, oh, yeah, let me hear your impression, ask me. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, we got to get to the Batmobile. And then he's like, I don't think so. I was like, oh, shit. I was like, oh, you did it to me, bro.
damn.
That was awesome, bro.
That's pimp.
He's like, no, you're pretty good, though. He's telling me I'm pretty good. I was like, that's cool. He was awesome.
When I used to do the kids part, I was definitely practicing my Elmo, Mickey Mouse, but I never learned it enough. Elmo. That's really good. Hi, boys and girls. Elmo, yeah.
There you go. Not bad. Hey, I hear you, bro. It's me, Mario.
Oh, that's really good. Well,
I am not the cutest brat, but I am the new Mario.
What's the next topic?
No, what's your impression?
What's your impression? Come on, let's hear some audio Joe.
You do a really good Kevin Hart.
Do I? I still
Just exist.
I steal a lot. So, but I can't do it in real life. Yeah. I do
In appearance.
Dave Chappelle. I tell people Dave Chappelle's my dad a lot because a lot of my mannerisms is based on Dave Chappelle.
Topic, sir?
Yes, sir. All right, so we're switching up now. That is the conclusion to.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah.
All right.
No,
all right.
I was trying to help you because you asked for the
Yeah.
topic.
All right, so
We're doing 2.5. I'm making an executive
It's
decision.
just I'm booking up.
So that is, I guess, closing up with the healthy narcissism.
And yes,
We touched on that already.
yes, archetype.
That's what
Yes.
Archetype.
That was my concise version.
Oh, yeah.
Red Solo Talk. This is what you get.
Yes.
Halloween edition.
Woo.
Yes.
Archetypes.
All right, so
Cheerleader, partner.
So, you're a man, right? I think you got a penis. Do you want a wife that is your cheerleader, or you want a partner? Do you want her to get out of the way so you could be the best you? Or do you want somebody that says, "Yay, babe, you're doing a good job. This is why I picked you."
Wait a minute. Wait.
That's
the same. Yeah. You would want to say somebody that wants to do business with you. That's
not
the partner.
Well, no. All right.
You
So,
did both.
Or are you
cheerleader.
doing three types?
No. That was both cheerleader by
It was.
mistake, but now partner.
Yeah.
Okay. So the
My bad.
partner is going to carry some of the weight load, right? So if you're going to be an entrepreneur, your partner is like, she's going to do this. She's going to do accounting. She's going to do marketing. Do you want somebody, if you're choosing a woman, why sound so high?
Gucci.
I think you sound good. It's just
Gucci.
No, well, no.
Oh, your headphone?
Yeah, my headphone.
Oh, maybe the cord. Mm-hmm.
Hello?
Mic check.
Mic check. All right. So I don't even think I fixed it. But if you choose somebody, are you looking for a wife that's going to be your partner, right? That's good. Which channel was it?
One.
If you choose a partner, do you want your partner to be, how active do you want your partner in terms of your business? You can make babies with her. She plays a role.
Yeah.
But do you want to give her 50-50 of your business? Or do you want her to be like, go out, make all the money. I'm going to champion you because you're the lion.
So Tito and I are already in relationships. So our answers are kind of set in stone because we are in our relationships.
We're active.
And we either have a cheerleader or a partner as we speak. But you are single. So
Yeah.
I ask that you go first since your answer is free. And then we can go and give ours.
Sure.
Okay. Fair.
Because this podcast is not predicated on breaking up families. I'm going to tell you right now, based on my experience, because I have like 20 years, 30 years of experience on you young bucks.
That was terrible math, but
You could try to do it right.
Okay.
Here's my philosophy. It's all predicated on what do you want in your household. If you want to be the leader, you need to provide security. You need to provide sustenance. Is that a word? It's a word. He said, right.
Let's go.
So I'm saying that to say this.
cheerleader or partner? What do you prefer?
Oh, I want a cheerleader. I don't need somebody telling me who hasn't spent the time of investment in information that I took or spent. Bitch.
Hold on. Before you get to that part, what if she has the same ideas and goals as you? You're looking for a type, and she is also in the same field.
Shows goes.
So you're in a relationship. Do you consider yourself having a partner or a cheerleader?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie and say 100% partner, but it's both because yes, we do want to have plans together. We do. And we've talked about several
No, I'm
things.
saying, but
But yeah,
okay,
I
I
do
get
have
what
a
you're saying.
partner. Yeah, absolutely a partner.
okay, I get what you're saying. So you,
Yeah.
but you, so
I like the partner. I mean,
So you
I feel like
want-
scratch my back. I don't want.
what I'm saying is, if she said, I don't really want to be a partner, I just want to be a cheerleader, you won't be okay with that because you want the girl to be a partner. You want her to be helping
because if
you.
I'm not there, I mean, obviously money goes gone. If the empire I built crumbles and she doesn't have a clue.
What do you mean,
what's
the
going
empire
on.
you built? How'd you build the empire
Because
if you need a partner?
if you don't have a partner, is what I'm saying.
But what do you prefer?
I prefer a partner.
So you
So
want
she can learn the bells
so
and
you don't want
whistles after.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm not saying
I have a partner
The,
and I don't have-
capability. I'm saying, do you prefer building an empire with a partner or with a cheerleader?
With a partner.
Cheerleader.
But I also want cheerleader in her because if she's not amping me and we're not
It's
amping each
spectrum.
other,
It's
Yeah.
it's I can't say like I can't.
So maybe
It's a silver lining on it, or it's a gray area.
Maybe
gray area.
women need to wear two hats.
I'll give my answer. So then
Not two
I'll
hats,
give my
but I just
answer.
have shared qualities. I mean, I definitely want her to be a partner because
When I say wear two hats, I mean like it's biological that I need to operate in a man space, right?
Okay.
So I need you to act as my partner, but let me be the leader.
That's fine, but you can still have a partner and still have the one that's the go-to.
But she could be a bad partner.
But if she is, then that's not the partner you're looking for. Because love, you can't. I mean, if that's not what you're looking for, and love is an emotion that's kind of clouding your judgment, then I mean, I'm not trying to destroy any families either. But if you don't have that, love can be fixed, and love can, you can kind of like. I don't want to say manipulate. It's not manipulating. But you can definitely work on somebody, and if you're not willing to compromise and build, then that's not the same goals you have. You can sit down, date somebody for a few months. I don't want you to waste 2-3 years with the same person. You guys never had that talk of, oh, what do you want out of this, or what do I want?
So
if you don't have it, because
that's
but in the beginning, it's really getting to know people. You're basically trying to get, as a man, you're trying to get them to bed, or try whatever goal you have. That's not me. I'm more of a gentleman, and that's the way I was raised, and I'm not trying to get clout or nothing like that. But
you're a good guy.
I appreciate it. But everybody has their own intentions. So when you are relying more on the sexual attraction, you're not really looking for that long term. I guess you're looking for more of a fling, but ultimately that's the goal part of it. What do you want out of life, or what do you want out of this? If you want a fling, then obviously you want a cheerleader, but that's not building no empire. You're just keeping it moving. Now, if you want a cheerleader to
if you already somebody that operates in that space,
you already have your thing, then you're looking for a cheerleader. But me, I want somebody that also brings something to the table. And I learned that from, thank you to Caesar, Andrew Tate. Like, a girl could be the baddest one. You know what I'm saying? That's as I'm quoting him. She could be the baddest one, but what the fuck do you bring to the table? He literally says that.
That's funny because I don't agree with that.
I do, but that's what you want. That's your idea.
Yeah.
But me as a man,
I didn't get to say mine.
my girl, I'm sorry.
No, I want you.
She like
talk his shit.
If they
Go
cook for
get me
you
next time.
No. It just, like I said, everybody has their own goals in mind.
Yeah.
If you're already getting it, you got it. You're the multi-mil and you just want, you can have whatever you want and what your heart desires. Now, if you're a piece of shit, like a lot of guys, they have that trophy wife and the girl that is there for them, and then they go and cheat. I mean, that's just like reality of it, and it's statistics, and they speak. And they have numbers and their statistics for a reason. Not saying every rich guy's a douchebag now or anything, and that Barbie's a cheerleader, but high percentages.
It's
No, I want a cheerleader.
That's cool. I respect that.
But
I respect that.
But I want that whenever my cheerleader happens to have skills
Okay.
that can benefit
Yes.
my life, then
Our
by all
growth.
means
Our
use
growth.
them.
Your growth, yeah.
Like or not my life. I'll say my goals.
No, your growth. It's not about you. It's yours. I mean, I'm just saying I'm being real.
What do you mean?
Because you said benefit me. You sound selfish at that point.
Well,
But it's benefit to the relationship.
No, but it's not selfish because what I'm saying is I want to manifest my ideas.
and selfish is not a bad thing.
No,
Well, of course, there's levels.
No, but what
just
I'm
like
saying is
anything.
I also want to manifest my ideas for my partner's benefit.
Understood. That's fine. That's
Yeah,
great. That's called compromising and benefiting each other.
Well, it's not. Well, yeah, but that's where the narcissism comes into play. Because
Okay, there we go. Bring it out.
I am forced by by nature and nurture, I'm forced to be extremely biased towards my ideas.